Imagine getting paid just for sharing your thoughts on products and services you use every day. With Survey Junkie, it's that simple. Click on the link in the video description to discover how you can start earning today by taking surveys.
On her 18th birthday in late May, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's daughter Shiloh Jolie Pitt submitted a petition to the Los Angeles court to have her father's last name removed from her surname. According to an insider close to the matter, reports that Shiloh hired and paid for her own lawyer to handle her case are true. Brad was devastated by this choice, a source exclusively shared in the latest issue of our channel. To him, it was more than a change of name, it was a symbol of a deeper estrangement that has been brewing for years. It's the third time one of Brad's children has publicly denounced his last name. Last November, Shiloh's older sister, Zahara, 19, introduced herself as Zahara Marley Jolie at a sorority initiation ceremony at Spelman College, and in May, Brad and Angelina's youngest daughter, Vivian, was credited as Vivian Jolie in the playbill for the Broadway musical The Outsiders, which the 15-year-old co-produced with her mom. Brad, 60, and Angelina, 49, who split in September 2016, also share Maddox, 22, Pax, 20, and Vivian's twin brother, Knox. By all appearances, it seems all 6 of the A-list ex's children have sided with their mom as the two stars continue to battle it out in court over custody issues and their French winery, Chateau Miraval. Sadly, Brad doesn't have much of a relationship with his kids, says a second source. He's not ready to give up on them, but knowing they are dropping his name is upsetting. Adds a third source, Brad's putting on a brave face, but behind closed doors, he's finding it extremely difficult to come to terms with what's happening. The third insider says the children's decision to distance themselves from Brad stems from their fierce loyalty to their mom. They've struggled to forgive and connect with Brad since the divorce, the source explains. Their mom is the head of the household, and she's raised them with love and selflessness their whole lives. Once Brad left, it was very hard for them to see him go to war with her. Maddox and Pax are said to have no contact with Brad. In an alleged resurfaced Instagram post that Pax posted on Father's Day in 2020, he called the star a world-class a whole. Sadly, their rift has only widened over time, says the first source. The boys found it difficult to reconcile with Brad despite his repeated apologies and efforts to rebuild trust. Adds the third source, Brad's relationship with Maddox and Pax is non-existent at this point, and he barely, if ever, hears from Zahara. In 2022 court papers, Angelina alleged that a drunken Brad assaulted and verbally abused her and 2 of their children during a trip aboard a private plane in 2016. Her filing stated that the FBI agent who investigated allegations had concluded that the government had probable cause to charge Pitt with a federal crime. Subsequently, the U.S. Attorney's Office declined to press charges. A fifth source notes that there was a reason there were no charges against Brad. Angelina is the one who is going after him through Miraval and won't let up. Brad is just trying to see his children, not tear her or her businesses down, the insider adds. Pitt has denied in the past that he was abusive. Maddox was very affected by that incident, and he's taken it upon himself to be Angelina's protector, says the third source, who adds that the older boys' opinions of Brad rubbed off on the younger kids. The insider tells us Shiloh's name change is connected to the alleged abuse history, noting, that's part of it. According to the insider, Shiloh was one of the kids who wanted to testify on her custody arrangement preferences in a 2021 hearing, but Brad objected. The judge sided with him and awarded him joint custody. However, a court later agreed with Angelina's appeal to remove the judge, as he hadn't disclosed his business relationships with Brad's lawyers. The second source says Brad's once solid connection with Shiloh weakened over time. She used to be very close with Brad and his family, but that relationship changed in recent years, the insider adds. A fourth source says it's a similar situation with Vivian and Knox. They used to have FaceTime calls when they were apart and he was much more involved in their lives, but the dynamic has shifted, the insider notes. The third source says Brad still sporadically sees Vivian, Knox, and Shiloh at his L.